Yo, you already know what it is, man. Welcome back to the block. We are live from the 48205. You already know what it is. It's your boy, Q Lewis, holding it down live from the 48205, man. Red Zone, baby. It's been a minute. We got a guest who's been on a couple times, actually. But we still got a lot of new things to talk about. Don't forget, though, this is Off the Block. So make sure you follow us on YouTube. That's at www.youtube.com/straight from the E block, right? You got to put that whole shit in. Like, it's a long thing, but don't worry about it. Follow me on Instagram, though, at q.lewis. What is it? q.lewis313. That's what it is. Damn, I forgot that fast. All right, so let's get to it. We got a filmmaker, a writer, poet still. I'm pretty sure she still got some poetry in her. Low key little rapper and shit. She ain't gonna spit no bars today probably. But we got damn, I gotta give you your other name now. It's Ericka Smith. Yeah, Ericka Smith. Right, because last time you was here, it was something else. It was. We'll talk about that a little bit later. But Ericka, how you doing?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
It's always a pleasure. We got a lot of things to talk about. I mean, since you've been here, you probably had about 3 or 4 different, or maybe 5 different projects that's been like produced at this point since the last time we talked. Because it's been a while.
It has.
Yeah, I know you got quite a few things going on. So let's get into that. So since the last time we seen you, as far as projects go, let's just talk about the art first. What's been new for you?
So I think I was still working on a record in time where it was rapping. I can't remember, but now I had the TV series.
No, I don't even think it was.
It wasn't?
Nah, okay. No, it was before that. That's what I'm saying. So yeah.
Okay, so.
I want to say that you were still like in the process of what was Ether before?
It was Survival as a Ghost.
Yes, I think you was in the production of that actually, and maybe a little bit before.
Okay, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it was a while ago.
Right. So we're talking Survival as a Ghostwriter, which is now Ether. I had to repackage it, rebrand it, re-edit it because the editing was terrible. So we had to re-edit it.
The editing needed some work.
Yeah, it needed some work. It was too long. The movie was too long. The poster was, So now that's streaming back on Tubi. So please go watch Ether.
I like it though. It feel like our version of House Party.
Yeah, that's what it was. It was like House Party meets The Wood.
Yeah. Oh, remember The Wood?
Yeah, I love The Wood.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
I'm not even gonna pause that because that's fine that you like The Wood.
Yeah, I love it. I've watched that so many times.
That went over your head though, but I'll let it slide.
Oh gosh, shut up. So anyway, we did Ether. We did Black Don't Crack.
Right. Yep. That happened.
We did Black Don't Crack. And
shout out to Brittany Chanel.
Shout out to Brittany Chanel. Shout out to Brittany Chanel and Ether.
Facts.
Yeah.
I thought she was a rapper for real.
Exactly. Yeah. And that's on YouTube. So you can go watch that. And then we started filming A Record in Time, which is a TV series. It took us a while to film it, but we got it done. It started out as 8 episodes, but I condensed it to 6 episodes. And it too is streaming on Tubi. They forgot the A though. So it's Record in Time, but it's really A Record in Time. You still can find it.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And Contract Hiller. So we filmed Contract Hiller 2, which is a sequel to Contract Hiller 1 that I did. That was my first movie. And that is also on Tubi.
For sure. Okay. See, you got a lot going on. I told you. Yeah. And all of that's happened since the last time we've been on. So
okay.
I do want to comment about A Record in Time though, because I think that was something that is completely different from what we're seeing on Tubi. And I remember, I get to say this because I remember when I saw it on the screen, like when you was writing it. And I knew then that it was going to be like something. Did you know that it would have like the effect that it has? Or is it getting the effect that you thought it should?
No, I think it's with my projects, they're a slow burn. So they start off slow and then they take off.
Gotcha.
So, I mean, it's doing okay. But I don't think people really know about it yet.
Yeah.
And no, like I didn't even think I'd be able to make it because I'm like, I can't afford to make a TV series.
Yeah.
And I got 2 investors who stepped in and believed in it.
Yeah.
And the rest is history. So hopefully people will want to see fantasy sci-fi because that's what it is.
That's what I was just gonna say. It's kind of a fantasy, and like for me, like you gotta understand, I watch a lot of Twilight Zone, so
me too.
Shit like
Black
that.
Mirror.
Yeah, Black Mirror. Oh, fucking love Black Mirror. I could see you producing some. So how about that? We moving all around, this, right? But would you be interested in writing some episodes like for other people's things, sort of like Black Mirror, or Like do some work with Issa Rae or something? Because I know Issa Rae do.
I would love to.
Yeah.
That's how I actually came up with a record. Well, I always sat on this. I want to say I came up with it like early 2000s, like the idea of this record player that takes you back, because that's how music is.
Because that's how it works.
Yeah, but then when I had entered this NBC contest for, I don't know if it's NBC or ABC, whoever has the rights to Black Mirror.
Gotcha.
And I wrote an episode for Black Mirror. It was a record.
It was that. Okay.
It was that.
Yeah.
So I always wanted to write for like a Black Mirror, Twilight Zone.
Yeah.
Anything like that. I would be down to write.
Yeah. So are you, even though you're saying like right now it's kind of a slow burn, would you be ready to create some more seasons of A Record in Time?
Actually, I got season 2 already.
You already
outlined. I got it already outlined. I just got to write it.
Damn, you be working.
Yeah.
Where did you get this work ethic from? Like, is it somebody that...
like how DMX say, when you hungry, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was just hungry, and I kept getting rejection after rejection. And I'm like, I'm not going to stop. I'm going to write as much as I can. And that's what I did. I just started. And then it was also like an outlet. Like, I was writing when I just wasn't feeling, mentally wanting to deal with people, I would write. Yeah. So that was my escape, too.
No, for sure. Yeah. No, I can dig that. So let's we here, so let's talk about that, about your mentals. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I know obviously you've been going through some things. Yeah. So we can get into that a little bit. I don't want to get all into the particulars, but I am curious about how the things that you've been dealing with has affected your work and like your work ethic. Yeah.
I just recently went through a bitter divorce, so and it was very bitter. Yeah. To the point where my kids was being turned against me. So I mean, it was a lot. It's a lot to handle. Yeah. And I just was trying to figure out how to maintain and keep going.
Right.
But I just had to like put it on the back burner,
Yeah.
And I just came up with a plan, and I just figured, like I'm moving on, I'm starting over in my life, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm downsizing, which I'm happy about it now. You know what I'm saying? For so that's helping me to make better decisions with my film career as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Because life is too short for me to be not doing what I want, creating what I want to create.
And not being happy doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I can dig that. So obviously I know it's a setback for you, but it sounds like you're using it kind of as motivation maybe. Yeah. Or a stepping stool to get to where you need to go.
I am.
Yeah, that's for sure. Now that's obviously that's fuel for some new work, I'm sure, somewhere down the line. Is. Yeah, or is that already written too?
Actually, I'm doing I forgot, I didn't mention this. I'm writing a stage play. It's called Midlife Crisis. So Crisis.
Yeah,
and it's based on it's based on my life, but it's based on the part where I lost my son. So
gotcha.
It starts off, we see my son, my marriage, how effed up it is, relationship with my mom, her going through her battle with alcoholism and being diagnosed with liver cancer. So we see all of that, and then it stops right at the point where I lose my son. Yeah. And then from there, I think I'm gonna pick it up as an actual feature
gotcha.
Film. But yeah, that's what I'm working on.
Have you ever written a play before?
No, this is my first time.
First time? Yeah.
And thankfully, Celestine Sears, which is an actress, and she's my script supervisor, and she's an acting coach. She's everything. She has theater, so she's directed theater, so she's helping me.
Okay.
Yeah, and she's going to direct the stage.
Yeah. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
You got some people in mind that you want to use, or you go leave that up to her? Because she kind of got the stage play situation.
Well, I want a hand in it. Whoever plays me, that's who I really want to oversee. Whoever plays my character.
Yeah. And that's gonna be tough though, right? Because you're gonna be a little bit over the top, trying to make sure that it's a representation of you.
Yeah.
And that's gotta be tough. Like I've seen people who direct their I guess you call it biopics, and it's they so hard on the people. Sometimes even if it don't look exactly how you thought it should, sometimes you gotta let that person kind of bring it out. So that's gonna be tough though. You ready for that?
I'm not directing.
Yeah.
I just want to have
you gonna be over her shoulder. No, I wouldn't have said it like that. Right?
I am going to, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough.
It's got cursing in it, and I'm like, is it okay to curse? And she you can curse in it. She was like, but some people may not, want to hear cursing.
Yeah, because stage plays is a different audience.
Yeah. And so, and it's not a whole lot. It's just when my character gets just,
it makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's also a way they can deliver it to,
to get the same effect without the word. Yeah, for sure.
So certain stuff like that, that's probably what but other than that, I told her, this is your baby.
Yeah.
I'm stepping back.
I got you. Yeah. So right now we talked about a few things. Like you got a few projects already out. I know you mentioned Tubi. Are there some other platforms that you're interested in like exploring, or like is Tubi like the go-to?
Well, Tubi is the go-to for here.
Mm-hmm. But when you say here, you mean Detroit?
I mean Detroit. And probably other urban cities who putting films out.
Yeah, it look like Milwaukee and Milwaukee's doing
Memphis,
it. Memphis,
yeah. And so, no, I want to, and there's nothing wrong with Tubi because it's mainstream stuff on there. Like, it's a bunch of stuff that but I want to have the option of going to a Hulu or a Netflix or HBO Max. I don't want to just put out product that can only go to Tubi.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Do you think that the other streaming platforms look at it that way though? Like, do you feel like that the Tubi content is like being created specifically for Tubi, and that's why other platforms don't really reach out? Yeah, that's what it is.
I truly believe that. And when I went to this conference in LA, this was in 2023. Tubi wasn't mentioned.
Yeah,
not at all. Like, and I sat on a lot of panels. Nowhere did they discuss Detroit and what's going on with Tubi. They discussed streaming platforms.
Right.
But Tubi really didn't come up.
I'm surprised.
It didn't come up at all.
Is it because we're here and we see it as something, I mean, how dare I say it, but see it as something bigger than what it is?
Possibly, yes. Yeah. Not saying that it's not opportunity, because it is opportunity.
It is, definitely.
For you to get exposure. But it's like, what are you putting out here to expose? You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha. Yeah. I've actually seen, or I've heard people say that it may be even more beneficial just to release your project on YouTube than it is to Tubi. Like, do you agree with that?
Yeah, I'm starting to believe that. Like, I feel like I should have did that with 2 of my projects.
Yeah. So, like, what's the difference? Like, is it because you can kind of control the narrative and, like, you can probably, in the essence, you can kind of make more money off of it probably?
And then, just depending, like, when you go into YouTube, and I guess you can get this with Tubi as well, they have originals. Like, I started watching Cobra Kai on YouTube, and it went to Netflix. You know what I'm saying? It was, you could tell the budget wasn't, I mean, of course it was way more than I'm used to, but it wasn't that much.
Right.
Because you could tell with that first season, but it still was good. Like, everything was good.
Yeah.
And they saw that, the potential in that. They bought it. Netflix bought it. Yeah. So it's an opportunity for, to get exposure and to broaden your horizon and not just be stuck in this box.
Yeah, I think the difference in that too, though, I'm guessing, is that when you put it on YouTube, like, theoretically it's still yours.
Yeah.
When you put it on Tubi, though, they got a percentage of it. Like, do they?
Yeah, they do.
They hold some kind of ownership in it.
And the distributors / aggregators, they all do. Yeah.
Yeah. So there wouldn't even be an opportunity for Netflix to buy it because it's not really yours.
I still own the rights to it. Like, so with Homestead, my contract was 3 years. With Man, it's 2.
Okay.
So I can take my stuff.
After that, you can go. Okay, gotcha. Now, would you ever be interested in doing like the aggregator or distributor type situation, or are you really just want to create content?
I want my own distribution, but I want a real distribution. I don't want to be an aggregator. I want to be the distributor.
Yeah. So for the people, and not just the people listening, but for me too, like what's like kind of the main differences?
So with distribution, okay, so Film Hub, they're the distributor.
Right.
A lot of these people who are distributors or who say they're distributors, they're actually aggregators. So they go through Film Hub.
Gotcha.
So Film Hub gets their percentage off of, once Tubi pays it out, Film Hub gets their percentage. The aggregator gets a percentage of that.
And then
it comes to us, yeah.
Damn.
That's something that I had to learn.
Damn, that's a lot.
Exactly.
It's a lot.
I want to be Film Hub.
Yeah, for sure.
I want to have actual relationships with
the streaming
Hulu.
platforms.
Yeah, like HBO Max. Like, that's what I want.
Yeah. Now, is it an advantage to like have a streaming service of your own? Because I know like there's a few people who have like apps that you can download and purchase movies. Like, is there an advantage to that at all?
You know something? I really don't know because there's so many platforms out here. You know what I'm saying?
It is.
Like, and then you have platforms like Tubi that's free.
That's free. Yeah.
Like why would I come to you?
Yeah,
you know,
that's a tough sell.
Yeah,
that's a tough sell.
It is.
Yeah, I mean, but theoretically, if we could all come together,
exactly. If we could all come together and have a platform
for us,
then that would be the most genius thing. You know what I'm saying?
Now you've been in the film industry, so let's just be honest. Do you think that's ever going to be a possibility?
No, I mean I don't. It's too much competition. Nobody's thinking like we are all in this together. Let's build together. I mean, just think about it. Look at your Will Smiths and your all these people that's in the mainstream industry. They could have been done that.
Yeah,
50 Cent.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I think somebody said something, but he's still putting his stuff on Stars and stuff. Like you could get your name is out there. People gonna come.
Yeah, not for sure.
They don't do it.
Yeah.
So I
think for people like 50 though, like I give him a pass only because like I mean he wasn't a filmmaker to begin with. People who are legitimate filmmakers, like I hold that to them.
He is. He got a studio.
I mean, he is now, but
yeah. I mean, that's just something you would. Yeah, like you would think these people would come together and create something.
Yeah.
And then even if you have your lower tier with the people like us, but no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess it's competition because, especially coming from Detroit, I think it's competition because it's something you said earlier. It's been a lot of no's.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's been a lot of doors shut, a lot of no, you can't do it. So now it's kind of like when you kind of break out, I'm going to do it myself. And then you say, I'm going to do it myself the whole time.
Yeah, and that's understandable. It is. Right. But it's like when you get to a certain point, it's like how far are you going to go? You can go far doing it by yourself. Yeah. But if it's just not working to me. Like it's not. If you ask me, I think in 5 years this will dry up.
You think so?
Yeah, it could dry up.
No.
It could dry up.
5 years?
Come on now.
You talking about, come on now.
It could dry up.
I don't know. Do you think is there any disadvantage to being in Detroit still? Like, do you want to leave to try to further your career? Or
I don't want to necessarily leave Detroit, but I do want to, branch out to where I can have resources and contacts outside of Detroit.
Right.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, that's important. So you ain't got to necessarily be there, but you got to be in the mix somewhere.
In the mix, like, you just can't put all your apples in Detroit, in that Detroit basket, because...
Yeah, this is a small basket for...
Unless you just... Yeah, it's a small basket.
Right. No, for sure. Now, out of the projects we talked about so far, which has been your favorite so far? Or has turned out, like, closest to the way you wanted it to? Okay. I know you got a lot.
A Record in Time.
Yeah, you really love that project, huh?
I do. Like I really do, and it's not perfect. It's not, but just the story wise, how it flows, and how my characters are developed, and how my actors they did their thing. Like
and your little fake cameos and shit.
Yeah, my little fake cameos. I only had one. Wasn't there one cameo? Oh, then a voiceover.
Your voiceover. Yeah. I just know your voice.
But yeah, that's my favorite.
That's the one, huh? Mm-hmm. Can you do something else with it, or do you want to just pitch the newer ones? Like, do you want to take the already created content and repurpose it somewhere else, or you just want to?
I would love to
kind of shop the new stuff. Okay,
I would love to do that. That's why I have Paris create my reel, because I want them to see, like, hey, I have something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have the potential's there. Mm-hmm. Because even it was my sister and Celeste. They went and seen Sinners. Yeah. First thing they told me was they thought about A Record in Time. Yeah. Just how the music
connects to the page.
Yeah, and it was like,
I mean, that's a real thing.
It is, and it was like you writing like on the level of Ryan Coogler, like. Yeah. And I know that I can. I know that I have. It's just I just haven't been given the right opportunity to showcase that.
You think it's gonna take the right producer or director, or like what do you think is the missing like key? Is it the audience that you marketing to, or
that the marketing? That's the biggest. That's my
and I want to talk about that too in a minute.
Yeah, my biggest hang up. I didn't have a budget. I like 50 Cent. He said I wasn't a filmmaker.
Right.
Like, I'm learning this as I go.
Yeah.
And marketing is not something that I put up there, but now it is. That's another reason why I'm stepping away. I need to focus on marketing and selling my brand so that people will know about my stuff. Yeah. But also, what is it? It's the production. I need a better production. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's always going to be a thing, right? I mean, when you're talking about smaller budget projects, production's always going to be a situation. Now, I know that AI and sometimes the equipment is getting a little bit less expensive. You can do a few more things with lesser equipment than you used to could do before. So, I mean, that could be helpful. Yeah. How much are you actually involved in production, though?
So there's 3 of us. Outside
so you heavily involved.
Look, outside of
you hold the cameras,
the DP, the first AC, sound, and the lighting gaffer. That's 4 people. That's them. Yeah. And then it's 3 of us. So me, Paris, it was Roger. She stepped away, and now it's Celeste.
Gotcha.
So I am not only the director, the writer that's doing rewrites right on set. I'm also the producer. Yeah. I'm also the PA, the production assistant. I'm also crafty. I'm also the caterer.
Getting the food.
Like I'm set dresser. Yeah. I'm helping with props, buying props.
Yeah. So what about this? Because I've always wondered about this, about film production, because it's a lot going on around the city. Like, do you guys ever like reach out to like food places to sponsor like a shoot, like to say like, we'll have product placement or something if you feed our crew for a week, some shit like that. Like, do y'all ever do anything like that?
Not, I mean, it's
and the food was just the one thing I was thinking.
Yeah, it's something that we could do. Yeah. I have not actually done that.
That might be a way to get some of the weight off you on that.
Of course, my cousin has done it for us.
Exactly.
She's done it for us. Like, she'll feed us. It'll be in the film. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, her food was... Do you watch Contract Killer too?
Yeah.
Remember when they were eating at the table? The dog. They was there. Told, here, bitch. That was her food. Yeah.
I've been there. I've been there.
But yeah.
So I think you could continue to do some stuff like that just to kind of ease, the workload for yourself, and just kind of like somewhat of a bartering system, I guess, if you want to call it that. And
I'm all about bartering. You just gotta keep your end of the bargain. Because I've been burned.
I was just about to say, it sound like you care to share.
Yeah, I've been burned. I'm just gonna say I've been burned.
Okay, I got you. Yeah. What's been the most disappointing part of making films in Detroit?
So the most disappointing is being told that you're too artsy, you're too creative, you're too outside of the box, you're trying to be too different, and it spills over with my projects once they come out. Yeah. Not saying that people don't watch them. And like I said, a lot of it is marketing. They just don't know about me.
They just don't know,
Yeah, and so that's what I contribute that to. Like, it's just poor marketing. Yeah. But as far as being looked at as the, and I guess it's not disappointing. I'm just not like everybody else. I wasn't meant to be like everybody else.
Right.
But it's disappointing to see how so many people, that's the audience, they're not my audience. That like trash. Yeah. And they'll lie about it. Maybe they ain't lying. Yeah. But it's just crazy to me.
So this is my question too. And I think I may have asked some other filmmakers this, or maybe not, but I'm gonna ask you. Like, I'm curious why filmmakers don't utilize social media more for like the marketing. And when I say that, I don't mean just like clips of the movie. I mean like make a meme out of something, like do something with the clips. And because that's your audience. Like if you missing the mark of your audience on Tubi, your audience follows you on social media. So like even sometimes the people that follow you don't even know. Yeah. Right? So like is it a way to excuse me, kind of turn some of those clips into some viral social media moments or something to kind of get them over to the movie to watch the whole thing?
It is, and that's what we've been working on. Yeah. We even did and we said we're gonna do that for all our projects. We even did commentary. Like we did a commentary, telling y'all from beginning to end what happened on set,
Yeah, for
stuff
sure.
we missed, you know,
Yeah.
like, so we trying to think outside the box, like the
Yeah.
commentary,
Even
behind
a
the scenes.
podcast.
Yeah, the podcast too, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like your own
Nah, I
podcast.
don't know about that.
I'm just think about it for a moment though. Like the shit that's already getting traction. Like Power has a podcast. Like don't nobody know what Power is, but they still got a podcast.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So like, I think what it is that a lot of times I think we overlook some of the simple stuff that we could be doing. Like the fact that Power has a podcast is crazy to me because like you figure everybody already know what it is. It's just like McDonald's, right? Mm-hmm. Everybody already know what McDonald's is, but they still advertise 50 million times a day though. Like you ain't never stopped seeing a McDonald's commercial.
Exactly.
But everybody already knows. So, but they not thinking that. They thinking there's somebody somewhere who ain't seen it, so we go play it again. And I think filmmakers got to be the same way.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, for real. It's got to be the same way, or just create something, even if it's you. Like let's say like you talking about kind of marketing the brand. Let's just say that you do some kind of commentary about anything else, like on a weekly basis, and then just mention the movies. That's it. Like it's kind of some simple stuff that you can do just to trigger people to say, "Oh shit, well, she do movies." You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I don't know, just something I was thinking about to take away with you.
It's a good idea.
Right now, who do you look for, or who do you look to when you need advice about movie stuff and film stuff? Like, do you have a mentor? Not for real.
Not necessarily, no. I think
you got to start there.
Can we get Ryan Coogler? He needs to be my mentor.
Yeah. All right. Well, that might be a tough one.
No, I need
one.
somebody who was misunderstood, who knows about being different and creative, and somebody like that to help guide me.
I think Issa Rae would be perfect for you. That'd
wish.
be crazy. I know, right? I wish too.
Yeah.
Let's try to make that happen. So let me ask you this. Put you on the spot. What have you done to make that happen?
I have entered one of her. This was about 6 years ago. It was a contest that she had, and it was survival. I sent Survival as a ghostwriter. He got rejected. Yeah. But that's like the only real attempt.
No real attempts.
No real attempts.
So we not even talking about nothing. You talking about you wish it could happen and you ain't did nothing to make it happen. Come on now.
You have to have an agent or somebody. It's tough to get through to them.
It's tough, but it ain't impossible.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, for real, you really got to look at it like that. You got to keep, I know it's cliche. You got to keep going. You got to keep going. Don't ever stop. All that bullshit, I know it's cliche, but like you really do. And like, I really feel like I'm going to give you a little bit of time, but I'm going to ask you that question again.
Are you? Okay.
Yes, I'm going to ask that question again. And if you still say it's that time 6 years ago when you sent in we're going to have problems.
Okay.
We're going to have problems.
Hopefully about 6 years, hopefully.
Yeah.
Something.
No, I'm saying that's when you initially sent out your script, right? It was you said?
It was like 6 years ago.
Yeah, so if that's still your only attempt,
yeah, true.
then we gonna have a problem, dog. For real. So in the interim though, like I guess I'll say locally, is there anybody that you would like take advice from, like, or that could be a mentor, or like this is just you just looking for something completely different?
I can't really answer. I can't really answer that because I don't.
You don't know everybody. Yeah.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
But on the surface, no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, that's kind of bold. I guess it kind of got to make you feel like you alone out here.
I am alone because I don't care about the money.
Yeah. I feel you on that though.
Yeah, I don't care.
Money is important,
I mean, it is important, but I got to get a 9 to 5. Ain't that what Michael B. Jordan did? Mm-hmm. He didn't actually start making money till I think Creed.
Yeah.
Like he was still working a 9 to 5. He was waiting tables.
Yeah.
He didn't did Fruitvale Station. He did several projects. You know what I'm saying?
Did a Wire. Right,
yeah, he was waiting tables.
Yeah.
He ain't no more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
no, for sure.
If that's what I gotta do and live below my means, I want to live below my means anyway. But that's
right,
what I
you don't want to
do.
be paycheck to paycheck.
No,
right?
I don't want to be paycheck to paycheck.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So who is your dream person to work with? Like that you think will make your project the best it could ever be? That could be a producer, director, an actor, actress. Anybody you think that it would just make your project just A1.
There's quite a few people.
Yeah. All right, well, top 3 then.
Top 3.
Right.
I'm drawn to like Sinners. Like that movie really stood out to me.
Yeah. Because we haven't seen nothing like that in a while.
We haven't. And
well, I ain't gonna say not never, but you know, for us, I think
for us, it just was something about that movie that made me feel like it was for me.
Yeah,
and the acting was great.
The acting was on point. Well, I guess I'd say the casting was on point. They picked the right people.
The casting was everything, and so I would love to work with everybody in that cast, especially I do not know her name. I've known her, like I've seen her and stuff, and she was in Lovecraft Country.
Lovecraft, yeah, the sister, yeah.
I love her.
I can't think of her name.
Can't think of her name.
She fired though.
She is fired. She's very underrated.
And that's definitely the one they should have chose. They chose the right one for her.
They did. And so I would love to work with her.
Yeah.
Michael B. Jordan, I got a different outlook on him too. I would love to work with him.
Yeah.
It's just, of course, Ryan Coogler. Yeah. And it's a lot of people. I haven't given up on Jonathan Majors because I watched that magazine Dreams.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
Oh my God.
It's good.
It's crazy. Like
I didn't watch it.
His acting,
he's a good actor though.
He is a good actor. Like
some shit going on, but
I still would love to work with him. Like it's a lot of people that I would love to work with.
Yeah, no, for sure. I can see that though. Yeah. But especially I think just piggybacking on that about the Sinners movie, I think for me, it was really just it was who did it. It's just Ryan Coogler, right? Because like he really just an Oakland nigga, like for real.
He is,
and like he wrote that, like what?
That's
crazy.
That's what really sold it for me. Like he's just an Oakland guy, and you talk to him, you see that like it's still there.
Sound like a gangbanger.
It's still there, but he's a genius. You know what I'm saying? And that's the way I want to be. Like I'm from Detroit. I'm from the East Side. It's always gonna be in me. Yeah. But I'm also a creative. I'm also a filmmaker that's been told that I suck. Yeah. And I know I don't.
Yeah. No, for sure. Yeah. How did you know you didn't suck though? Like what made you not succumb to people's opinions?
I just walked away for a while.
Gotcha.
I walked away for a while, and then I started submitting to the film festivals. And they told me, this white guy in particular in Atlanta, he told me, you are a great writer. He's like, the fact that you finished the script, he's like, most people can't even do that. He's like, but you're a great writer, so you should never walk away. Yeah. That stuck with me. A white man told me that.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes I ain't gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. Sometimes it be your own people down
there. They do be your own people.
It be your own people though. Yeah, for sure. So and I think that's why I asked, like, would you want to be somewhere else? Like, sometimes it is a hindrance. Like, I get what you're saying. Like, you want to keep your roots where they at, make your associations wherever they need to be, but sometimes.
No, I get that.
Sometimes
like,
you gotta get the hell out.
Exactly. If I can go to, because they said Louisiana is on the up and coming. They just signed a bill. 50 Cent was on it. Right. So, like, I would love to go film in his studio. I love to go film in Louisiana. Yeah. I mean, I don't have to just film here. But Detroit has so much to offer.
It does.
It's just, we don't get to see that. Yeah. We just get to see this box. And I'm keep saying it's a box, it's a cesspool, whatever you want to call it. That's all we get to see.
And then what's crazy about it is like when the more you kind of say it like that, it kind of feel like I'm trying to figure out a way to say this, kind of like the success has been our failure though, right? Because like it feels or appears to be successful to get everything, placed on Tubi. But then at the same time, it could be our failure too though, right? Because it's kind of, like you said, putting us in a box. So
yeah, it's like there's nothing besides that. There's no growth. There's no wanting to go somewhere else or create something that can go somewhere else. Yeah. Have multiple stuff streaming on multiple platforms. Yeah. Not just Tubi.
Nah. Which, by the way, I love Tubi. Though,
yeah, I mean, me too. It's
some trash on there, and it's some decent things.
It's an overabundance of trash. But
they're all overabundance.
Overabundance of trash.
I mean, I still watch Scooby Doo and Good Times on TV.
Yeah, I feel you. Buffy the Vampire Slayer. It's a bunch of stuff on there.
You watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer?
I do. Yeah. I like sci-fi. I like horror. I like stuff
do too,
like.
But I hated Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
I have a horror. It's like a sci-fi fantasy horror script that is with vampires and aliens, and so yeah.
I like aliens though.
Yeah, and they're together. Like you'll see, like That's what I want to do next.
Yeah. You still doing any like children's books and stuff?
I haven't written. Actually, I got a few that haven't been published yet. So I still do that.
Yeah.
And still doing my, like animation because I have my animation scripts. But I still.
So you sticking to that? Well, you the jack of all genres for real, huh?
Yeah, like I want to write for kids. I want to write for adults, teenagers, everything in between.
Yeah. Now, I know that you haven't. I mean, you're still at the beginning of your journey, but have there been any up and coming filmmakers or writers that you like would want to take under your wing or to maybe be a mentor to them?
I would, yeah. I would. I haven't
run across that yet.
I do have a couple of people who reached out to me, but this is just not the right time.
Yeah.
It's not the right time. I'm not ready for that.
Yeah.
Like, I'll give advice. I'll tell you, how to format your script, stuff like that. But right now, I just can't do it. But I do want to take people under my wing and help them because I didn't have anybody help me.
Nah, for sure. That's what's up. And that's it's kind of bad though, right? You figure you come up in an industry that's kind of like it's kind of heating up for Detroit, and to be in that area with all these people and still feel like you don't have the help. It's crazy to me though. Like,
I don't
understand that because like it seems like it should be help at every turn.
No.
Yeah. Is that just the film industry you think, or is it just Detroit?
I think it's Detroit.
Damn.
I think it's beyond the film industry.
Yeah.
I mean, I could be wrong because I'm not in every industry.
You're not in every industry.
But I think it's Detroit.
Just Detroit, huh? Damn, some crabs in the bucket. Huh? All right, so look, let's switch gears a little bit because when you came down, you came with your baby banana, and I know you on your health kick. You know what I'm saying? So, what has kind of spurred your interest in like getting more healthy? I guess like does that have anything to do with like just trying to live longer, or like you didn't have no kind of health scare, or nothing, did you?
No health scare. I've been following Dr. Sebi since 2016.
Gotcha.
So I not only want to, some of Inaugural Poe is based on me because she's a herbalist.
Gotcha.
But I not only want to, heal myself and be young and vital, not young, but youthful, like I'm about to be 50. I know
you look at 26 though.
Thank you. I believe in health now. Like I didn't before. I used to have a terrible eating habit. Yeah. But now I want to heal other people too. Like we don't have it here. Like that's something else we don't have here. Like if I try to find alkaline vegan spots, or we don't have that. Yeah. So I want to create that. So I'm the test dummy. So I gotta test it out on me. So I just did 16-day detox fast where I didn't eat, just did my herbs and my water, plain water. And so I'm just learning as much as I can because unfortunately nobody in my family is healthy. Like they all eat terrible. Hey, I used to be just none of them. Like so
okay, I got you.
And from this point on, like I'm weaning myself back on the food. So it's only gonna be Dr. Sebi's approved list. Like I've already
for sure. Yeah. How has it helped you mentally though?
It actually, no fog, like...
Because that's what I heard, so that's why I was
it's no fog, not remembering, like, coming downstairs, like, what the fuck I come down here for? Like, none of that. Like, I got so much energy. It's just, it's a lot.
Yeah, that's what I heard, though. Yeah. I know I heard it's tough at the beginning, though. Cause
it is tough
it's depriving yourself of what you used to.
So, what your body used to. You going through withdrawals.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. So now that you made it through, now that you on the right track, now you're going to be teaching that, huh? So that's
what I'm hoping to do.
That's a movie coming too, huh?
We'll see. But I really respect Dr. Sebi and all these other herbalists because I'm actually following new generation of herbalists.
Gotcha. Do you think that the younger generation is a little more in touch with that kind of stuff than we were?
They are.
What made them that way? It wasn't us, because we was eating coney and drinking pop all day.
I can't. Know Fago Red. Like I can't even do Coney Island. It's so disgusting. But I think it's because
they have wings right after this
because of TikTok and social media. Like they have access to, and YouTubers like. They got access to stuff we didn't really have access to.
That's true.
And a lot of them want to be healthy.
Yeah. I know. It's kind of funny. Like, not to say that we didn't want to be, but I guess we kind of didn't want to be.
Yeah, we didn't know what healthy. We thought eating pork chops and shit was, that was healthy.
Pork chops.
And bacon in there. Yeah.
Nobody never thought pork chops was healthy.
Well, I'm just, I did when I was a kid. That's what my mama put on my plate.
We was eating them, but everybody knew that shit wasn't healthy.
Yeah, the gristle around that.
Right.
God.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy when you talk about it, though, right?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
So you never going back to like
I'm
meat and what dairy, like what else? None of that.
None of it. Processed, nothing. None of it. Everything about to be, but not fake. I'm not about to be doing like fake burgers, and I'm gonna actually make it out of actual ingredients. You know, like mushrooms and all kind of stuff, chayote and onions and
Yeah, mushrooms is a good replacement for meat, though. If you season it right, it kind of tastes like meat. Yeah.
Oyster, king trumpet. It's so many different mushrooms.
You on your shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, that could be a whole YouTube series right there.
It could, but it's other people doing it.
So, how many people got hamburger places though? I'm gonna keep using the hamburger thing, right?
Yeah, it's a hamburger place on every corner.
It don't stop nobody from creating a hamburger.
True.
It still ain't nothing but hamburger.
Yeah, true.
Right. So do it. The only reason I say that is because like whatever you're talking about or whatever audience you're engaging with is just another opportunity for you to pitch your movie.
True.
So if you over there talking about herbs and stuff and alkaline diets or whatever, they can recognize you from there and then see a movie. Like it don't have to go together. They just need to recognize you.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I'm saying? So
true.
I don't know. That's all I'm saying. This is my little nuggets of advice right there. So the podcast thing though, would you ever consider it though?
You making me consider it.
Right though, right? 'Cause I mean just like how you saying you doing a recap along the way, like during production, that's the podcast.
True.
That's it. You ain't gotta have none of this. You had your phone set up on the tripod.
That's it.
That's it.
Okay, as long as I ain't gotta have all this.
No, you ain't
I
gotta
don't
have
know
none
how
of
to
this.
edit. I don't know how to.
You ain't gotta have none of this, dog. Like for real. Like that's for you can have that, but you don't have to though. Like this can just be your whatever you want to call it, on the set or like behind the scene, whatever, and just push it as a podcast. I say that right because this is the same situation, right? You put it on YouTube, you put it into a playlist, you log it as a podcast. So now people who ain't never seen the movie might see the podcast and be like, oh shit, she made movies. Let me watch her movies. Shit. You can talk shit about other people's movies if you want to.
I know. I really want to.
You can do all of that. I mean,
I want to be Siskel and Ebert.
Critically, you know,
not, both of them motherfuckers.
They both dead now, right?
Yeah, they both dead.
Do they still do like for real?
I think they do. If I'm not mistaken, it's somebody else that took their place.
But it's the same situation. Though.
Yeah, I don't know where. Now you're gonna have me Google it.
Right. I know my man's do it though. Black dude off Channel 2.
I've been trying to get it. He gave me his card and everything.
Oh, for real?
Told me to email him.
What's his name? I can't think of his name.
Lee Thomas.
Yes, Lee Thomas. Yeah. It's all right. So Lee Thomas, if you're watching right now, all right, I'm gonna tag you in this clip. Make sure that you respond to Ericka's emails. There you go. I got you.
Thank you.
Hey, what if you respond right after that? I
feel like I got hilarious. Pulled. Yeah, I know, right?
I'm definitely gonna tag him on this though. I kind of want to find out if it's gonna happen or not. Okay. What is it that you want to do though? Like you want him to see some of your films or like?
Yeah, I wanted him to actually I wanted him to come to my little premiere, but I also wanted him to, my premiere.
Okay.
But I wanted.
I'm just saying. I just don't want you to keep saying little premiere.
Oh, my premiere.
Yes, thank you.
And I also wanted to be interviewed.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So those two things: interview and to check out all of your work.
All of my work.
All of your, especially a record in time. Yeah. I knew that. All right. So we're gonna cut a little clip and put that in there too, though, so you can see what we're talking about.
Okay.
I really like that project, though. I honestly do. Again, it's my enthusiasm with Twilight Zone that got me kind of hooked on that, and plus, like. I saw it from the beginning, so like seeing it on screen. Who would you say? And I'll stick to just that project. Who would you say was like the standout actor in that series for you?
I don't want to.
You don't want to single nobody out.
I don't.
You don't want to leave nobody out.
I don't. I think everybody
did their thing.
But of course, Ericka, because that's who read the script first and who believed in me.
Okay.
But you got Celeste, you got Jaleesa, Brittany, Deborah. I loved her as being she wasn't even the original person that was casted as Miss Harmony.
Oh, for real?
We just got when we went to Biffa, she sat down at our table and I remember I'm like, she should be Miss Harmony. Yeah. But I had already casted somebody.
Gotcha.
But then that fell through and I'm like,
oh, I was gonna say, yeah, how did you pull that off? It just happened to fall through.
And so I remembered her. I'm like, she should be Miss Harmony. I don't know if you caught it. I don't know if anybody else caught, whoever watched it. But did you see at the end when because Brittany put two and two together and she knew that it was another record player. That's why she went to.
No,
you didn't get to the end.
I didn't get to the end.
Oh shit!
You didn't killed it. Oh, thank you.
I thought you watched the whole thing.
I watched episodes of one thing and then episodes of another thing and then that's how I watch it.
That's how you watch stuff.
Yeah, I can't watch nothing straight through.
Well, I just told you that.
You just gave it.
You will see. I ain't even gonna tell you why I brought that up. I just want to see if you gonna notice something.
For one, you should have never said that though. It's like I'm gonna cut that out because what if ain't nobody seen it? You just spoiled it already.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. Some people have saw it.
Yeah, but some people haven't.
Take it out.
Yeah, I'll take that out.
Take that out.
What time is it? 47. Okay. Yeah, you just spoiled it in now. I'm still gonna watch it. I'm still gonna watch it, but
it's just a certain. So you didn't get to where I kind of paid homage to the King.
I'm only the third episode in.
So you saw where I kind of paid homage to King versus Cass?
Yeah, but that don't give me nothing about two record players.
Oh no.
Oh, okay. You just saying. Okay.
Yeah,
you just saying what
eventually you're gonna see.
Hey, so look, that's something I want to ask too about the King and Cass thing. I know this ain't nowhere in your genre or nothing, but like I feel like we really missing it. A documentary about the rivalry between King and Cass.
It was something else. Yeah. Especially what I think I messed up with my year though, because I couldn't remember the year that I came. It was a home game for y'all. Mm-hmm. So we was in y'all bleachers. I remember that. Mm-hmm. And we whooped y'all ass, but I cannot remember if it was 94 or 95. And I put 95 and I think I was wrong.
No, it's 95. Okay. That's when Clarence Williams was there.
Okay, yeah, we whooped y'all ass.
Yeah.
It was a homecoming game.
Yeah, Cass was the number one team in the country at that time.
Okay,
yeah.
So I did it right.
Shout out
that's
to
why
Clarence.
That's why she tell him we gon' because she knew already who won.
Right, exactly. Yeah, we had Cass had a very good team that year.
We did. We had a great team.
For sure. Yeah, like I said, it was nationally ranked at that point. They was on ESPN.
Okay.
Yeah. Then Clarence ended up going to Michigan and all that stuff. Anyway, dog, whatever. You opening up old wounds. I don't want to talk about that no more.
Goodness.
But no, like a documentary about that rivalry, though, it's like something I think is necessary. Like, as people from the city of Detroit understand that. I feel like
that's why I put it in there.
Yeah, people outside Detroit need to understand what that means too. Like, that is generational. Like, it's generational.
It is because they still doing it.
They're still doing it. Yeah.
So this is why I put that in there. Okay, so you know how we've seen a lot of projects come out of New York.
Yeah.
To where we know.
You know New York culture. Yeah, you know what they doing over there.
We didn't live there, but we've seen it. Yep. And that's what they did.
Just like in Cali, we know that Dorsey High is like some shit because it's always in all the movies.
And we know Crenshaw.
Yeah, exactly, because of that. Yeah.
So that's what I want with Detroit, but not how it's being done.
Yeah.
Like, you need to, like, certain stuff they'll say just to say it. Mm-hmm. They don't know what you're talking about. There's no relevance to that.
Yeah.
But if you actually put something that actually has relevance, where they're going to go research, like, what is that?
What is that?
You know, like, that's what I try to do.
I can dig that.
Yeah.
Okay. Because you more artsy than everybody. Yeah, because
I'm more, sorry.
That's right.
This is how I am.
All right. So, like I said, I ain't going to hold you too long, but I am curious now, though, like, just with everything you got going on, what's next for Ericka? Like, what's next, like, coming up, and what's next in the foreseeable future? Because I know those are two different things.
So what's next for Ericka? Mm-hmm. Ericka has gotten a ladder, and she's climbing out of the box. So Ericka is walking away from this industry to regather myself. Like
now,
I
we
said,
say walking away. What does that mean?
Well,
like no more creating. Like, what does this mean?
No, it's not that. It's just what I create is not for this industry. So I'm walking away from this industry, as well as walking away to regather myself to figure out what I'm going to actually do. Yeah. But I'm also putting myself out there as well. So I'm trying to find representation through talent agencies and management companies to get outside of this box to get recognition. Because now I actually have, people don't be wanting to read scripts. Yeah. But now I actually have films that are on Tubi that they can actually go look at.
They can use that.
Or I can send them a clip. You know what I'm saying? So I have some options behind me versus what I didn't have 3 years ago.
Gotcha. You know what I was thinking of, or maybe what I would suggest? Like, I don't know how easy this is, but in between time, while you taking kind of a break from this industry, How about just do some short films in between and put them on YouTube?
So what I thought about is, because I have some shorts, I do kind of want to do something like that, but I also want to do a short film for Sundance. So I actually want to really put something. Yeah, like I want to be able to submit to Sundance. Yeah. So I'm trying to think of something that's compelling that I can write. Yeah. And that we could actually put some money into and submit it to Sundance.
Yeah. Oh, damn. Okay. Yeah. I see. And what steps have you taken to start getting this together? I'm just like, no, this is something I came up with. Okay. Like I came up with it for, it's been about a week or so. Okay. And I'm about to start thinking of what story can I actually tell that'll be groundbreaking and, compelling. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, probably a story of your life at this
probably
point.
So.
Right? I was just going to say, at this point, it sounds like it would be.
Stage play,
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah. Now, the stage play, how soon are you looking at getting that put together?
So, I'm almost finished with it. I haven't written, it's been like 2 weeks I haven't touched it. Uh-oh. But I wanted to start casting soon and possibly go live with it in the fall.
Yeah. The dope thing about plays, though, is that they can be different every time you go see it. I think that's the one thing about live performances. Like, you never know what you go get. Yeah. Like, you can get a different feel every time, even with the same script, obviously. Yeah. So, with you not having, and I say I was getting ready to wrap it up, but now I got a question. Since you haven't done like a screenplay for like the theater, like what are you most afraid of happening in that exchange? Or are you afraid of anything?
Well, at first I was kind of intimidated because I'm like, I've never written a stage play. Right. But after some reassurance from Celeste, like you're on the right track, certain things that she can put because she's the director. Right. So it's really nothing that I'm apprehensive about. I just need to finish it.
Yeah. All right. One last question about the stage play. Yeah. Is there any actor or actress that you've worked with so far that you definitely want to have in the stage play? Because I know that those are two different forms of acting. So
they are. So they have to have theater background. Okay. And
so you ain't taking nobody ain't got no theater background.
No. Okay. So a lot of
the Chitlin Circuit. Huh?
No. So a lot of the people that that have been in my projects have theater background.
Gotcha.
There's only. Wait a minute. Yeah. There's only 5 characters.
Okay.
So
yeah, you need all theater actors.
Yeah, I need all theater actors because it's just a focus on these 5 characters. Yeah. And it's just very important that I guess not just my character, the person that plays my mom. Yeah. My son, my deceased son.
They gotta get it right.
Yeah, they gotta get it right.
Yeah. And that's gonna be the hardest part for you though.
Well, the shit true. And my ex and my youngest son. Because I didn't add my daughter to it. I felt like that would have been too much. Why? Because I don't really want, I know there's kids out here that can do it, but I just didn't want to have to find 2 kids. Gotcha. So if I can find a young, I think my son's age and that is like maybe 8 years old. So if I can find someone with theater background that could pull it off. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I can dig that. Now shifting gears from that to your break, I guess I would say. I'm sorry. There was one more thing before I switch gears. With the and this is just an idea, and I don't know if you take this at all, but when you're doing the stage play, I would suggest filming all of this stuff. Oh yeah.
And then turn that into some other kind of content too, though. Yeah. Like a documentary type thing about how you went about doing this. And
that's a good idea.
Yeah. And then that way it can be a longer documentary about whatever you want it to be at that point. So, just a good idea. Yeah. Because while you're going through all that stuff, getting footage of that can turn into some different kind of content that's not even related to the play. So, yeah. Anyway, that's just my idea.
That's a good idea.
Do you want to run with that or not?
No, that's what I planned on doing. Like, not the whole thing that you said, but filming it.
Yeah, definitely film it so you can use that for something else. And then later on, when we watch the documentary of how you became this famous filmmaker outside of Detroit, you know what I'm saying, right? Yeah. Then we can know what the real story is, and that you did your very first podcast in the basement on the east side.
Exactly.
Right. We ain't gonna never forget that.
No,
right?
We ain't.
All right. So you said what was next for you was kind of taking that break. Now, like, what's further down the line? Like, what's the big picture for you?
So I'm taking a break, but I'm focusing on writing.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna complete a lot of my projects. Down the line, I'm hoping to do like my animation. Just everything that I wanted to do that I felt I couldn't do.
Yeah.
So that's what and there's other things like a studio and all of that stuff. I want to have, create all that stuff.
You want a studio? Like your own studio?
Yeah.
What? That's a lot.
Got it all thought out. I'm not about to say it on here, but
yeah, I got you. That's a lot though.
Yeah.
Okay, I can't wait to see it though. Can you even say like what a name of it might be, or you don't want to say that either?
Yeah, I don't know yet.
Okay. All right. Look, I'm trying to get all in your business. Yeah. So the last thing I want to ask you before you get out of here is just kind of like I would say like a time capsule, right? What would you put in the time capsule right now for you to find like 20 years from now? Like what would you put in that time capsule?
Oh wow, that's a great question. Probably
a record.
I know, a record of time. I wasn't going to say that, but probably the very first script that I wrote. I don't know, some poetry, just notes that I may have written, just stuff like that. Like I would put maybe a picture of my kids.
Yeah, definitely a picture of your kids.
Yeah,
sure.
like stuff like that. My mom, conversation with my mom. You know, just stuff like that. The last text message from my son.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah,
now,
which I haven't been able to read yet. I have not read it yet.
Nah.
I still have the phone.
And how long it's been?
2019, 6 years.
And you haven't even read the text message?
I can't. I can't do it yet.
That's
but
deep,
I still
low
have
key.
the phone.
That's deep, low key. Damn. That's interesting though. Yeah, definitely. So you definitely got to put that in there.
Yeah, I would put the whole phone in
there.
The
whole phone in there, yeah. Damn. I wasn't prepared for that answer. I'm not even going to lie to you.
Have not read it yet.
Right. Is there a moment that you think would kind of prompt you to do that? Like, is there a moment?
I don't know.
Or you just kind of wait until it's just...
I think I'm just waiting for the right time.
Yeah.
And probably 20 years from now would be the right time.
Right, I guess so.
You're going to make me do a time capsule.
And it'd be kind of dope, though, right?
I don't know
like,
where I put it, though, because I don't know if I'm going to still be where I'm at.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not going to be there. I ain't going to be there.
Right, you ain't going to be there in 20 years.
Should I get you can't trust that either. I was about to say a safety
deposit. That's what I was saying.
The bank could go out of...
I would hope that didn't happen. I mean, they at least got to let you know so you can move it somewhere else.
True.
Yeah. So yeah, maybe a safe deposit box.
Okay,
yeah.
I'll probably do that.
For sure. Damn, now that I think about it, now I want one.
I know, right?
That's kind of a crazy idea.
It is.
Anyway, anything you want to lead the people with before we get out of here? You want to give them some inspiring words, or tell them where to find your movies, or tell them to fuck off? Like whatever you want to tell them. It's your life.
Okay, so first I'm gonna say, please go to Tubi and watch Contract Healer 1, Contract Healer 2, A Record in Time, Ethered. Okay, yeah, I got 4 projects on Tubi. So watch those 4, and then slide on over to YouTube and watch Black Don't Crack. And you can reach me on Facebook. I'm Ericka Smith. On Instagram, I am Sean, SEAN, Van, VAN, _ Productions. I'm on TikTok too. I think it's Sean Van.
You on TikTok? You don't even use it.
I do. Like I've been trying. I've been trying to get active on there.
Gotcha.
Sean Van Productions.
Yeah.
And encouraging words. So I'm sorry. I'm raw and I'm honest. Mm-hmm. I'm humble though, so I'll bite my tongue and won't say things. I'll just let stuff roll off of. But I say, be honest with yourselves.
Or you know what? I'll give you one even better though. Leave the people with some words that you wish you had received when you was looking for help.
Yeah. So when I was looking for help, I would have rather received an open door, just being told that, hey, it's nothing wrong with being different. You need to be different if you're gonna make it out here. There's so many people who are really big right now, who's famous, who were told, no, don't nobody want to see that.
Right.
So many people, and look at them now, exactly. They all flourishing. So I guess it would just have been helpful if somebody told me, you're not on the wrong track. You just got to hone your skill. You just got to keep doing it, keep going. Instead of telling me, no, you terrible, you suck.
Right.
But it was good that they did that because that forced me to keep going and keep writing.
For sure.
Yeah. And I'm sorry, I'm all about the art, creativity. And I'm sorry, Detroit is full of a lot of trash.
For that. You should never apologize for being about the art.
There's a lot of trash on Tubi. And I don't want to be associated with it. That's another reason I'm walking away.
Damn. On that note, it was good to have you.
Yeah.
No, thank you again for checking out Off the Block. Again, we are live from the 48205 with the Ericka Smith, who said that she hate everything.
I didn't say that.
Stuff.
Oh, that's terrible.
No, I know. You ain't really say
My
that.
My stuff ain't perfect either. Don't get me wrong.
But definitely understand where you're coming from. I think this is an industry that we've created that we can definitely make better. I think that the people involved in this industry could be useful to kind of work with each other. I don't know why it's like so much competition based, but then again, it's kind of the same thing with podcasts too, though. So I think going back to what you said earlier, it could just be a Detroit thing. It could just be our problem. So maybe we just need to fix that. It could just
be a us thing.
Yeah, a black Detroit thing.
No, just black period.
Black period. Yeah. Wow. That's deep too, though.
Yeah.
Time to go read your text message, man. For real. It is, though.
I know.
At some point, you should, though.
I will eventually.
Yeah, you got to be ready for it too, I guess. Though.
Yeah, I'm not ready.
But if you do the time capsule thing, let me know though, because I think I want to do it too, though. Like.
Yeah, I think I am.
Yeah.
May not be 20 years, but
yeah, maybe 10.
Yeah, maybe 10.
Yeah, because 20 is a little.
Shit,
20 kind of far.
What, 66?
Yeah, we ain't got but a few summers left, right?
I know, right? We halfway done, nigga.
Halfway done. On that note, man, make sure you check out all the replays, man, at eblockradio.com, man. Till the next time, you already know what it is. We are Off the Block, and this is Q Lewis, representing live from the 48205 with the Ericka Smith in the building.
I got to throw mine out there, 48224.
I guess.